On the direct path of Leon were the provinces of Cagayan and Batanes. Yes. So, for the situation there, ano kaya ang mga nangyari doon matapos ang paghagupit ng bagyo? Abay, tatanungin natin ang nating News 5 correspondent na si Brian Basa na nasa Santa Ana, Cagayan pa rin. Brian, okay, kamusta na yung panahon dyan? Kasing lupit pa rin ba nung kahapon? Nagkaroon ba ng baha at kamusta yung mga taga dyan sa Cagayan?
Oo, hi Lord and Denise. Compared to yesterday, ngayon kalmado na ang lagay ng panahon. In fact, yung pagkakakilala ko sa Cagayan, well, yun na siya ngayon, mainit na at maaliwalas ang panahon sa mga oras na ito. Actually, so kanina no, nasa Santa Ana kami. Right now, we are on our way to Apari. Kasi di ba, I don't know if you remember, merong isa kasing structure na nahulog doon. So we're going to check on that. Pero sa pagdaan namin sa mga kalsada, walang baha. No? Totally dry na ang mga kalsada. At this point, you see vehicles resuming their normal travel. Tapos, pag tumingin ka sa taas, ang mga ulap ay puting-puting. So, maaliwalas na ulit ang panahon. Ang mga residente naman, dating gawi. Back to normal activities ang kanilang galawan today.
Brian, walang mga nagbagsak ang mga puno, mga kable ng kuryente, o structures that block roads, or rendering them impassable, o mga landslides?
Mm-hmm. Right now, we are still getting a full assessment from the disaster management officials. Pero by the looks of it, and based on our conversations with the officials, they're thankful daw na wala masyadong napisala pagdating sa structures. Yung kanilang mga bahay, yung mga bangka, for example, we're talking especially about those residents in the coastal area. Pero papasalamat nila na hindi masyadong naapektuhan kahit na binaha sila. And then yung in terms of power, electricity, and internet, mukhang na-restore na ang electricity service sa mga iba't ibang barangay sa Santa Ana. Kasi, di ba, that was one of the major problems yesterday nung nawalan ng kuryente and in effect, nawalan din ng internet, ng wired internet connection. So, as of now, na-restore na yun, which also enabled our residents to resume their normal activity.
Brian, do we have an update with regard to the number of casualties that they have now? And ano yung, any word from the LGU on what they need from the national government?
Mm-hmm. Right now, still no reported injuries or casualties. They owe it to early preparation at saka yung agaran nilang pagkilos ahead of the storm. But of course, that doesn't mean na pakampante na, no? So we continue to monitor the figures. In terms of their needs, ganun pa rin, no? Since last night, because we've been asking, of course, we've been in touch with the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office. Ang kailangan daw nila ng mga residente ay basic needs pa rin. Pagkain, tubig, damit, gamot, multivitamins for the children and the adults. Yung pagkain, I see that yung kung bakit lagi lang sinasabi na kailangan ng pagkain. This goes especially for our fisher folk na kasi we went around the coastal areas this morning, no? At isa lang ang kanilang kwento. Isang linggo silang hindi nakapangisda dahil sa taas ng alon brought about by the weather, the inclement weather. So dahil walang huli, wala silang kita, and eventually dahil wala silang kita, wala silang makain. Kaya yung iba, karamihan sa mga residente ngayon, while there are many of them na pumapalaot na ngayon, kahit na medyo may kataasan ng alon, although they are advised by barangay officials na huwag lumayo sa Pampang, meron pa rin tayong mga residente na hindi makapalaot kasi nasira yung bangka. So sila ngayon yung umaasa dun sa ayuda, i.e. yung pagkain, yung bigas, canned goods, nakita natin yan kanina. So doon po na realize na yung emphasis given on basic needs.
Alright. Maraming salamat ang ating News 5 correspondent, Brian Basa. Ingat kayo ng inyong team.